Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary for Friday, October the 13th. Yes, I'm in my car once again. That's what happens when I get up too late to film this in the morning. Maybe I should actually call this Clay's Canucks car commentary. Regardless, I was at the game last night, the 4-2 loss of the Vancouver Canucks to the Winnipeg Jets. And it's kind of ironic that it was the worst, the biggest margin of defeat this year in the short season. Yet Travis Green and many of the players have said that that was the best game that the Vancouver Canucks have played amongst the three. Their win against the Edmonton Oilers in their season opener, and then their overtime loss, the shootout loss to the Ottawa Senators earlier this week. So what can we take from last night's game? Brock Besser had a successful debut. He played very well amidst all the anticipation from the fan base, and he made an immediate impact on the power play. He took a great wrist shot that forced Hellebuyck to make a glove save, leaving the rebound right there for Daniel to sweep into the net. So Besser had an impact on the power play. He skated very well. Actually, he skated better than I remember him skating at the end of the preseason, and he won his board battle. So overall, a decent debut for Brock Besser. The rest of his line was pretty good. Horvat was noticeable. He was driving to the net, drawing penalties. Berchi a little too invisible for my liking, but again, it's early. And speaking of Berchi and invisible players, one thing I'm really noticing is the Canucks do not have enough difference makers or impact players. And one thing that concerns me is if a lot of their games this year are going to be close one-goal games, tight grinding games into the third period, do the Canucks have enough difference makers to make it indeed a difference, to make an impact, and to help us win the game? I could see Bo Horvat being a difference maker. I could see Brock Besser being a difference maker. I could see the Sedins maybe once in a while being a difference maker. They're certainly steady. And maybe a guy even like Jake Virtanen, despite his 7 seconds of ice time in the third period, I'll save that for another commentary, I could see him being a difference maker. But aside from that, you have a lot of these guys that are steady guys, but they're not the most exciting. And you don't have to be exciting to be a difference maker, but you want to be able to have an impact and get fans excited and be a threat to score whenever you get the puck. And right now, I'm not sure that guys like Vanek and Berchi and Sutter and Gagne and Burmistrov and Eriksson and Dorsett. I just named 7 forwards that I'm not sure how much we're going to get from them from an offensive point of view this year. Also, Alex Edler went out, so that might mean Derek Pouliot drawing into the lineup on Saturday against the Calgary Flames. We'll see. And it meant Michael Delzato had 27 minutes of ice time. Again, another game for heavy ice time for Delzato, and I thought he played just fine. I don't think defense was our issue, especially when we outshot Winnipeg by a big margin last night. And the goals that beat Markstrom, well, one of them was an empty netter, the fourth goal. One was a shorthanded one that he probably should have had. And then one was a wicked shot by Laine. And then the first goal, which I can't remember what happened now, but because that was so long ago. So what do? We look forward to Calgary, our last game of this homestand against Canadian teams, a chance to go over the 500 mark. We've seen the Canucks points per game go from 2.0, not goals per game, but points per game, 2.0 to 1.5 to 1. Now they are on pace for 82 points in the 82 game schedule, and that's certainly not going to be good enough to make the playoffs. But it's early. Be very interested to see who starts in net, whether it's Markstrom or Nielsen. Really interested to see if Pouliot draws in, and really it will be interesting to see what lineup changes, if any, Travis Green makes on the forward lines as they continue to look for these difference makers. All right, Canucks fans, we'd love to hear what you think. Leave a comment below. I'll get back to you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.